So considering lockdown is over, but we are still locked on this little island, I've decided to travel as far as possible without actually leaving the UK, which also happens to be the UK's most northern point, and I'm going to travel as far as possible using trains and coaches, as this video has been sponsored by TrainPal, which is saving me money on my fares and making the whole booking process a whole lot easier. Good morning, Glenn. How are you today?
Good morning. Not too bad, thank you. Tired as ever.
Today is the first day of a very questionable trip to the Shetland Islands, the most northern point in the whole of the UK. The time is currently 7 AM. We have a train at 8 AM. We're on our way to King's Cross Station right now. We need to get the tube there, 2 tubes there. We have just perfectly made it in time. We have 13 minutes until our train. We might actually have time to get some food, you know. I've got a lot of train tickets for the rest of the weekend. London to Aberdeen, we have an 8-hour journey. Great, didn't work. Thank you. Look at this guy, the snake. He upgraded himself to first class. Everyone comment down below. Glenn is a Tory. Everyone leave it in the comments. Sat in first class. The guy is rudely interrupting me, but we have just arrived in Edinburgh. We still have another train and another bus until we're in Aberdeen. And then we're getting the rental car. And then we're getting the ferry. And then we're going to be in the Shetland Isles. So yeah, we have a lot more traveling to do. But we're getting there. So we're now on the second train from Edinburgh to Dundee. This journey is about an hour, and then we have a 2-hour bus straight afterwards. So obviously this video has been sponsored by TrainPal. I've worked with before on the channel, and I think it's only fair if I quickly talk to you guys about one of my favorite features, which saves me money a lot of the time and can also save you guys a lot of money too. For example, if you're getting the train from London to Manchester, you're stopping Crewe on the way anyway. However, if you then use the split feature, you can then split the ticket so it goes from London to Crewe and then Crewe to Manchester, but you stay in the same train. You don't have to change train. You can save money. It saves you about 55%. As you can see, the ticket changes from £42 down to £18, which is just ridiculous. So in addition to the split tickets feature, there is also something called TrainPal Pow Day, where every Thursday they release vouchers which you can buy to save a lot of money on train tickets. And even better, if you don't use the voucher, you will get refunded, so there is no risk in trying it. Make sure you download the app and check on Thursdays, because your favorite journey, which you never want to take because it's too expensive, could be a lot cheaper. It's a no-brainer. Train number 2 complete. Now we're going to get the bus. Yes, back of the bus. Guys, Kyle has transformed into a David. He has started reading the newspaper. Where is your monster today, mate? Because I haven't seen you with one in quite a while.
Are you impressed? I can't wait for an Iron Brew energy drink. That's why I'm waiting.
Being cultured in Scotland.
Kyle on tour, mate. Kyle on tour.
Wow, look at that boat. That is a big old boat. We have now arrived in Aberdeen. We're about to go collect the car, and then we're gonna go grab some food because I'm starving. I've not eaten since that prep. So I obviously booked the cheapest possible rental car I could find on the internet. However, we have somehow got an Audi Q3, a 2020 Audi Q3, and it said we were gonna get a Corsa. Glenn, it is your lucky day. You get a nice car, mate. Thought you were gonna be in a Corsa.
What a whip to be driving around in, eh?
Exactly. Unfortunately, I can't drive it because I'm not old enough. However, we've just ditched the car to go get some food. We have about 2 hours until our ferry. So me and Glenn have come to Nando's, and they've only just released their fake chicken. We've decided we're going to try it. Waited an extremely long time for this. Hopefully Nando's isn't going to let us down. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Do you want to try the chicken, mate? Oh. Yeah?
It's not mind-blowing, but it is good.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's quite good.
Inside the whip, look at this. Wow. Mate, we are living luxury. I was expecting a Corsa. I thought we were going to have to go Mackey's, mate, and get some friends. Unless you actually skipped the video, you'd have noticed that we actually got on a coach. TrainPal isn't only for train journeys, you can also book coach trips on there as well. Here is how you book a coach ticket on TrainPal. You just put in your journey, and then at the top you can see it says train or coach. You click on coach, and yeah, here's all your coaches. Usually they're quite a bit cheaper. The journeys can take longer, but if you want to save some money, it is very much worth it. I also think coach journeys are actually a lot more comfy, but that's just me. I mean, if you don't want to download TrainPal at this point, you're probably scared of trains. But yeah, we have a ferry to catch, so I think we're going to get on our way. Aberdeen Ferry Terminal, that is where we are going. I don't know what accent that was. How does it feel?
It's quite nice.
Yeah?
It's quite nice.
Don't crash it. There's a £1,000 excess, and I'm not paying that.
Yeah, I know, it's in my name, you cheeky bastard.
And we are now driving onto the ferry. Mate, it looks busy. Ow! Ow! All the Shetland transport lorries on here, taking all their food over. We're going down. Here is my boarding pass for the ferry. Reclining seat. Wow, luxury. Goodbye car, it was a fun 10 minutes, but now we're gonna go upstairs. See, here we are. This is our home for the next 12 hours. The bar looks open. Nice. Fish and chips, steak pie. Sounds good.
Yeah.
The Feast restaurant. Maybe we shouldn't have eaten at Nando's. That could have been a stupid idea. Apparently there's a cinema. Yeah, we are spoilt for choice. Here's the shop. Here's the opening hours, 7:30 to 8:30 and then 6:30 to 7:15. This doesn't actually look that bad, you know. This is my bed for the night and this is where we are for the next 12 hours. I found the cinema. It doesn't really look like anything's on tonight, if I'm honest. But maybe I can just come sit here. I don't know, it's got a nice view as well. I'm actually really surprised by this ferry. I imagine there's usually a lot more people on it. It's completely empty. I think I've seen about 3 other passengers on the whole boat. Okay, now we're talking. They have PlayStations. Do they work though? Probably not. 12-hour ferry to Lerwick in the Shetland Isles. And then we need to drive across two different islands, and then we have 2 more ferries after this, but they're only like really short ferries. There's also some sick bags on my windowsill just in case. I told my dad I was getting the ferry at this time of year. He was like, you're stupid for doing that. And we finally have takeoff. We are leaving the dock. I'm actually really excited. I haven't looked at any pictures of the Shetland Isles. I haven't seen anything online previously, so it's all going to be completely new to me. We really aren't going for enough time to actually properly explore, but we're going to go to the most northern point. We're going to see as much as possible. Goodbye Aberdeen, I will see you very soon. So the time is now 7:30. We've just arrived at Lerwick, which is the first of the 3 islands we're going on today. Surprisingly, I didn't actually sleep too badly. I think I woke up like twice, maybe 3 times. We have successfully made it to the car. It's not rolled away. Nothing is damaged. Glenn is not going to have to pay. In the whip, waiting to move. It should be a very fun day. Here we are, Lerwick Ferry Terminal. See you, mate. Have a good day. First things first, we're going to Tesco to get some supplies. Tesco Superstore, we have arrived. Thank you very much for the lift, sir. Oh, this is not the vibes. I mean, I didn't exactly expect it to be sunny and warm, but they could have at least given us one day where it didn't rain.
You can go full Kyle abroad. I say abroad. Full Kyle Scotland edition.
Iron Brew Energy.
Yeah, G, I'm about to...
Here is my meal deal. I'm ready to get absolutely roasted in the comments. I have a tuna sweet corn pasta. Next up we have a salt and vinegar McCoy's. Finally for the drink we have the Green Naked. We've just now arrived at the first ferry terminal. It took us about half an hour to drive here. The only issue is we didn't book the ferry because I couldn't see an option online to actually do it, and it's saying you need cash, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We have now just left the ferry port because we need to get cash. It is so typical that they only accept cash in places like this. We have like a 10-minute drive back where we came from, and then we need to come back to that ferry port. Honestly though, I have no complaints. The scenes here are ridiculous. Like, it's such a beautiful place.
Bloody Scottish money, what is all this waffle about?
Does that work? I think they'll definitely accept it here, mate. Glenn also had to get himself a monster. You lasted quite long.
I had to get cash back. I had to get cash back. I had to buy something.
Good excuse, lad. Oh, and what's next to that? An Iron Brew Energy. Good old Kyle back in the videos. We miss you, mate. We miss you so much.
Bah!
Here we go, ferry number 2 of the journey. About 15 minutes later, we've already arrived onto the next island, Yell, I believe it's called. It says we have an hour and 20 left of the journey, so we need to drive to the other side of this island, get the next ferry, and then we're on the last and final island. Welcome to Yell, the friendly isle apparently. Let's go. And we've arrived at the next ferry. I feel like this video is quite repetitive at this point, honestly.
Guess how long we got to the ferry?
How long?
50 minutes.
50? 50?
Yeah.
50. Seeing as we have quite a bit of time to wait, we are going to a place called Brecon Sands, which looks like a lovely beach with some blue ass water. We've just spotted the one thing that we really wanted to see while here. We have just seen Shetland ponies. Right there are the tiny little fuckers. Look at them, mate. Aw, hello. Hello? Ah. There is also a primary school over there. Don't get too excited, Glenn.
I'm not in a Corsa, it's fine.
Brecon Sands is just down there. I think you should be able to see. What a beautiful day to come visit the Shetland Isles. Oh! I've just seen some sheep and they are literally hiding behind a wall away from the wind. Hello! What you said? I think we should have stayed in the car, mate. We have encountered a small obstacle.
Dundee.
Oh no, oh no, this is an awful idea. Me and Glenn explore the world together whilst getting drenched and cold. We have made it to the beach, as you can see, very beautiful. I mean, I'm sure it would be amazing if the weather was good, but it's not. Should we go back to the car?
Flipping
Yeah,
freezing.
let's go back to the car. I just had to run away from a ram that was chasing me. I'm traumatized. We've just gotten to the ferry, we've made it in time. However, we then have another 3 ferries to get back home later. We have made it and they didn't ask us for any money. So I think we just finessed that one, lad.
Cheeky.
Welcome to Unst. 22 minutes to get to the remote radar head Saxavord, it is called. We're gonna get on our way and then we're gonna try and hike as far up as possible. We are currently driving into the abyss. Like, where are we going? Oh God. So currently we're right here where the blue dot is, obviously, and we were supposed to take this little road to the left of us and then get all the way up to here and then just walk the rest. But we can't go down this road. It says it's only available for authorized access and it says MOD, which is Ministry of Defense, which sounds really scary. The plan is we're gonna walk up this road here. It's gonna be an extremely soggy walk, but I'm not giving up. We're gonna make it. I think they should just build trains through the Shetland Islands because then we could have booked our train pal tickets and got here safely, fast and cheap. 15-minute walk, 0.8 miles, and then we have the same back. Great. This is a dedication, guys. I hope everyone has already liked the video. If not, you are a horrible person. Don't turn around, Glenn. Whatever you do, do not turn around. Oh, sh**. We have to walk the whole way back. I'm about to turn around in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've just about made it. Right behind me, I think you should be able to see, is the outstack. That is obviously the most northern point, but we cannot get to it right now. We don't have a boat. There is a lot of sheep and rams over there, and honestly, I am traumatized. I don't want to die today. Right there is the tiny little island. Maybe one day when the budget allows, we'll be able to get a boat or a helicopter. There is absolutely nothing here other than a lot of sheep, a lot of rams, a tiny little hut, which I would love to go to, but I'm just too scared of the sheep, I'm not gonna lie. Me and Glenn are actually the definition of soaking right now. It is not a vibe.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Make sure to download Train Power down below. Use my code BEN5 to get £6 worth of vouchers. Getting the train is so much better for the environment. I'm gonna try and do it as much as possible on future trips. And you should too as well. If you haven't watched David Attenborough's show on Netflix, please go watch it. It's honestly heartbreaking, and yeah, it's really encouraging me to take the plane less, use more efficient transport. Should we go back to the car, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
So do I.
My fingers are freezing, I am freezing, I'm wet. All right, back in the waterproof bag we go. Holy. This is so bad. Never, ever am I doing that ever again. That. Oh my fucking God. I don't know if it's gonna come out on camera how bad that actually was.
I'm shook.
I am actually slightly shook, genuinely. If you guys still don't subscribe after that, then what am I doing this for? You know what I mean? Might as well just quit.
Seriously though, these conditions were absolutely awful and Ben and I were completely soaked through. So if the 58% of you guys who are currently watching who aren't subscribed could go ahead and do that now, that would be great. So we're now on the ferry back to Yale. We're then going to get the next ferry back to the mainland Shetland Islands. I'm not sure if there's a name for it. We're then going to quickly grab some food at Frankie's Fish and Chips. I feel like you can't come to a place like this and not get fish and chips. Last night's ferry wasn't actually that rocky, but I have a feeling tonight's one's going to be really interesting because the weather has taken a turn. Okay, so we've arrived at Frankie's Fish and Chips, which, as it says on the side, is Britain's most northerly fish and chip shop. So we've just ordered our food. We have got a little buzzer thing, as you can see. I also completely forgot my shoes are drenched through, so the dry socks I had on are no longer dry. Did you have a good piss, mate? My foot fell in a puddle and now I'm even fucking more wet than before.
What's so frustrating as well is as we were leaving on the ferry, the sun came out. The weather is now beautiful, as you saw in those shots. Would you look at that? That right there is real fish and chips. Are we ready for a very original transition that's never, ever been done? Wow, look at that. What a transition. Surprisingly, wasn't too impressed by that fish and chips. I've had better fish and chips in Birmingham. Everyone from Scotland is so offended right now. I'm sorry. I actually do really like the Shetland Isles when it's sunny. But when it's windy, raining in my face, and all my clothes get soaked, I'm not having the best time. So the same guy that said we went to the worst part of Shetland suggested we go to the Eshness Cliffs. So we are on our way now. It is a 22-minute drive. Probably can't tell, but my hoodie is still soaking, so I don't think I'm actually any warmer wearing it right now. Big shout out to Ben in the DMs for the suggestion to come here. It is a beautiful spot. If you come to the Shetland Islands, come here. It is amazing. Maybe don't go to the most northern point. And here we are back on the ferry to Aberdeen. We've got different seats today, nice and quiet, and the lighting isn't quite as bright. I know we really weren't here for a long time at all, but if I'm honest, there isn't too much to see. My socks are still completely soaking. My shoes are still soaking. I honestly think I had a near-death experience earlier. Okay, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was not nice. The journey has just got extremely rocky. It keeps smashing against the waves at the front of the ship where we're sleeping. So we're doing the intelligent thing and going out to the deck because we want to see how bad it actually is. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's like a roller coaster, really. 6:40 AM is currently the time. Welcome back to Aberdeen. We have just arrived. I honestly did not sleep very well last night. I must have woken up at least like 10 times. I very almost got seasick, and I've never ever been seasick in my life. If you didn't know, TrainPal is available in the UK, Spain, Germany and Italy. So if you're in any of those places or visiting anytime soon, I'd highly recommend you guys download it. It's not only for trains, it's for coaches as well, and it has the split save feature so you can save money on pretty much most of the journeys in the UK. And if you use my code BEN5, it gets you £6 of vouchers to use for trains. We then took the exact same journey back in reverse. There wasn't really too much to see. This video was genuinely a mission, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and subscribe, of course. Thank you so much to TrainPal for sponsoring the video. Make sure you download the app in the description, and of course use my code BEN5 to get a £6 voucher to use on trains. And also check out TrainPal's Pow Days on Thursdays. Anyways, I'll see you guys with another video very soon. Goodbye.